I'm good to go.
Yeah, cool. RightonQuelive, and we are live. And I am in a good mood today. Once again, shout out to that last episode. I was in a very good mood, and the good energy continues. Even though I got smoke for niggas today, including the guest. Introduce yourself,
Ooh,
miss.
it's Samira, aka Milk Muva. I'm back.
Alright, yeah, back for the fourth time, I believe now.
Yeah.
First time,
I'm gonna leave y'all.
Kanye tears, then we had Pillow Talk, then we had Greedy Grannies. That was actually here, and now we're here again. And the reason we are here, because some people might go, yo, she was here not too long ago, the bitch always here, goddamn, for a time, fuck is she, da da da. And the reason she is here is because
you fuck with me, that's what it is.
No.
He loves me low key, that's all it is.
You cool people. But no, fuck all that. The real reason he's here.
I challenge
Last episode, Greedy Grannies, which I thought was a good episode. I thought it was cool, nice conversation.
You thought it was cool.
Nice conversation. No, you.
People
I thought
didn't
we
think
were
it was
under
cool.
we was under the mutual understanding that it was
under
cool.
it.
I thought we were
But
cool.
your
So-
readers, not your readers, your
Readers.
listeners.
So the episode drops.
I'm on blog time, okay?
Okay, cool. Shout out to the writers and journalists. We'll get to that later. But so the episode drops, and I just see certain dialogue on the timelines about Q, this and that.
First of all,
you scared
I
to
was
ask
real
certain topics
I was real
and
direct.
da da da. Why is this conversation? He could have got deeper and
He's
more
right.
complex and da da da.
Because I said
And
all
then
of this
she
to him
started feeding
directly.
into it. It's like, yeah, like you didn't want to do this. I was like, okay, mental note taken.
I'ma just.
Interesting. I thought it was a good episode. I thought it was decent, whatever. And because I expected, one of the main people that's talking was Mike. If anybody who got something bad to say about RightonQuelive, it's gonna be Mike. If there's something to
Shout
talk
out to
about,
Mike, I love
Mike
you.
going dicky. Mike is gonna find any way
He's
to
not
dicky.
a dicker. He's a great critiquer. He is a critic.
No. He's not. He's an occasional dicky.
Q is a hater.
I'm not hating.
Full time.
I'm just saying that I've never seen him say one good thing about the show, and I've seen him say dozens of bad things about the show.
But
and a lot of times
he
should be
says
forced.
great things about you.
That don't matter.
Yes, it does.
I ain't think he has an issue with me. I just say he be dicky at times.
Whatever.
So whatever though. So anyway, it was mental note taken. And then recently, I can't think of her name right now, whatever. But she was talking about, yo, you need some episodes of Milk Mother. No, I got these. She's like, I need some solo ones. And then you start feeding so again. Yeah, Q scared to do this.
First of all,
I was like, okay.
who doesn't want a chance to talk?
I was like, okay. Well, shout out to Sean, because last time you heard you, it was mainly a solo episode. Like
No, it wasn't.
You commandeered it. You kind of
because
took it.
she don't be talking. She be to herself. So I was like,
My
all
point
right,
is,
we
though-
both can't be quiet.
As you should. Which again, I thought was a good episode. But anyway, now we here.
Right.
Brought you back.
Right.
I got tired of all this shit.
What's good, listeners?
So, off the rip, let's talk about the many phases of Milk Mother. Because when I first met you, unexpectedly, indirectly, or whatever, you was tag along on the Kanye Terrors one, and at that time you were like loot trending.
Oh yeah.
Then it was Milk more established.
Like I'm all over the place.
Kahuna.
But
now it's Umber and
okay, don't get
supposed
it
to
wrong.
be.
So first of all,
Hold on. The
He's
Greek,
gonna
y'all
say it wrong.
supposed to. What is? I'm sorry.
So I have a.
Oh, hold on, I
digital
wasn't done.
media
Hold on.
group, sir.
Yes, now the digital media group, Devon.
Yes, that's my last name.
Also supposed to be the greed thing with Sean. You're supposed to do the greed thing, whatever.
I'm waiting for her. That's not my thing.
Okay. Am I missing something?
I
I
got
said
Rumble,
Kahuna.
which is my
Rumble.
movie,
That's
my
okay.
movie genre.
So, do you think you have an issue with focusing on things?
No.
No.
I have I'm just 23.
Of course.
So when I started, I started school and I was like gonna be a vet. I was in school to be a vet. And then 2 years and I dropped
Shout
out.
out to animals. That's actually one of my dream passions. I want to
Really?
open like a veterinarian.
Oh, that's great. Well, I
Okay.
used to work at a vet hospital, everything. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. So when I started to do this seriously, what was it? I was like 20, 19? I don't know. But I was always a writer. I was just trying to figure out what the fuck I want to do. So I come into this and I'm real good at, people say, I feel like I'm great at music journalism. But I was doing everything that everybody wanted me to do because he said I was great at it. And I was like, this shit is not boring. I love music, but I don't see a future with me doing that.
Why so?
It's just not there. Like
For you, or just the space itself?
Building a space in Philly is like trash, and it's like you can do it, and I was good at it. People know me for it, but it's like they only know me for it because it benefits them. So I help people. Yeah, I help them like build up, and I'm just like stagnant. And I realized that shit was making me unhappy. So I was like, okay, well, what's gonna make you happy? Stop doing shit that is gonna make others happy. Do something for you. And I just wanted to.
And I just wasn't doing music anymore and more so.
I do like artist development behind the scenes. I don't care to like promote my services because it's just I don't want to like commit to that. So writing is what I wanted to do, and I decided, okay, well, do what you always want to do. I love movies, and I'm a health and lifestyle and all that other shit. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. And also, I'll give a rare compliment. Because you said people give you a lot of praise in music journalists. I think what shows in all you through all your many phases, or whatever, is just the graphic side of everything.
Oh yeah,
and,
I do all that.
You definitely have a natural knack at, just a knack at that.
Like
even through the phases, aesthetics, that shit be looking good through the phases. Like, oh, she wants something else.
You told me that.
Shit looks good. At
and
least.
It helps me build up my portfolio. So what was it? It was a saying. I don't remember who said it. I didn't make it up, but they said something about you learn through all your failures, and most of your businesses will fail, and then you'll find the business that's going to stick. I'm like, okay, well, fine. I guess I'm not fucking up all the way.
One thing I can always commend anybody for is just trying, because I feel like so many people can be stuck on just step one. And just trying to get everything, like, everything got to be like this before I start.
No, I'm a doer.
Yeah, so.
Because if it don't work, at least I tried. What was it? A$AP Rocky, he said, when was it ever corny to try? I said, okay, I feel you. I'm gonna live by that then. But I guess I'm a firm believer in the signs, like natural charts and all that other shit. And I'm an Aries. And I am a cardinal sign, so that means.
Okay. What does that mean?
And Aries means.
What does a cardinal Aries
like
mean?
Being an Aries means that you are a starter. Like you're the queen of startups, and you're the person who does. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll live by my sign or whatever. What are you, an Aquarius?
Cancer.
Okay. Oh shit! You
might me for filth.
Oh no! I heard somebody on your last episode say that you were like Aquarius.
No, somebody else was behind me.
Okay. So I think you're also a cardinal sign. I'm
Cancer
not sure.
Or Aquarius?
Yeah. Cancer.
Okay. I'm just make sure you didn't do your research on that. Like.
No. But we're not gonna get into that.
Okay, cool. I'm with it.
It's just.
I got you. You spoke on like feeling like you underappreciated or slighted at times being a journalist.
Oh yeah.
And generally, you speak on that a lot though. So talk more about that, and maybe specifically in Philly or generally what you observed in the industry in that lane of journalists being stepped on or all that shit.
Well, I can do both, but quickly. In general, people. It's not just journalists in Philly. People will use you. They'll use you. They'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna act like I fuck with Q, and I'm gonna come on his show and I'm gonna promote my shit. And I've seen people, they come on your show, they don't even promote the episodes that they on. And I'm like,
very true.
Word. Is that normal? And it's not like it's nothing wrong with being useful, but being abused and people acting like they want to be around you has always been an issue for me because they know I have like talent or passion for whatever it is that I put my feet and hands into.
Talk at it.
And they don't, not everyone, because I don't want to offend nobody, but the people, they know who they are. They come and go whenever they want. Now, on a broader scale, journalists, they definitely get some shit. What was it, that situation with Nicki Minaj coming at multiple journalists? Coming at multiple journalists and calling her a culture writer, which is, I guess, it is applicable, but she's a music journalist. She researched music and culture, and she writes educated articles about it. Why are you coming
She's
in?
trying to diminish her, like, you know, like
Exactly.
the culture that you're actually a part of as well, Nikki.
Exactly. So the way that she, not just her, but multiple people come in, writers, it's like, oh, well, you don't do anything but write. But say if I didn't do anything, y'all would be mad as fuck if I didn't do my job. Which one is it, y'all? Help me.
And
Make
so,
it make sense.
do you think you ever, maybe once you reach a certain level of status, dive back into it because you feel like, I feel it's I can see it being more frustrating being so-called used and abused when you're trying to climb the ladder yourself.
Yeah.
But versus when you're already at, you know, kind of where you want to be, then, oh, it don't even matter anymore, nigga. I'm gonna just write because I want to write, and whatever you want to do is not going to affect me anyway.
So I'm starting to see that there are people who appreciate me. So I just need to stop being so damn sensitive. I just like.
Moral of the story.
I feel like that's definitely what I just need to do in order to be happy and do what it is that I'm able to do. Just fuck y'all. You don't fuck with me. Go ahead, bye.
A lot of people don't know that. Actually, I consider myself sensitive, just not emotional. Just not emotional.
Okay.
But sensitive as
so am I sensitive or
no? You probably both. No, you probably both.
Because I was like, wait.
It wasn't applying to you. No, but as far as like, I just say that I notice, feel, register everything, but everything don't really affect me that deeply. But it's like, oh, you know, the mental notes. There's many mental notes in my brain, or whatever, and it's like, I feel someone is.
You out here keeping tabs on y'all.
Of course. Everything is always taken into account, and everybody's always treated accordingly, whatever. But I don't let things necessarily affect me per se, because shit ain't that deep, whatever.
Yeah.
You could just be deleted. You could be deleted, but not what you did, but whenever be deleted.
Okay, so we on the same type time.
Yeah.
Because once you do some shit, I'm just like, okay, bye, then.
On that note, whatever happened with RightonQuelive? I remember that was also like another quote-unquote phase, and you know.
Okay, it wasn't a phase. It was
well, I mean, it ended up being like a phase.
It was something that I came into with an open mind.
Okay.
So you notice that I'm pretty decent with the things that I do. A lot of people notice that too.
Cool. You got your moments.
Whatever. Anyway, they noticed that too, and I know, just like everybody know well, and I was working. I was doing what I needed to do, but
what was exactly you was doing?
I was writing. I was the blog manager, so I was bringing people on, and I was training them. I was their mentor. I was telling them what they. I don't know how to explain that job. It was in my head. No disrespect. It was a made up title, but I knew exactly what I was supposed to do. In my head, I was an editor, but whatever they said was just I don't know. And
Editor-in-chief, gotcha.
The way that ended was just me wanting to do what I wanted to do, and I wasn't getting paid for all that shit. So I know you can't get paid for everything, but the reason why you bring me onto the team is because you know that I'm a bit more advanced than the people.
Especially if you got you over others.
Exactly.
Like that.
So I feel like I'm bringing all of this to the table. What am I getting? I'm not getting any network advice. I'm not getting any contacts through you guys. I'm just getting the space that I can get at home.
In my bedroom.
Because I'm a writer. What else do I need? And
was there Wi-Fi better in your house?
No.
Damn. I'm gonna give them something. Like.
You've been in that place.
I'm gonna give them something.
No, I'm not trying to. Okay, I walked away from.
No shade.
I walked away from that knowing and being smarter and just knowing. Sometimes you just gotta say no to people, even if it sounds like a good deal. It's not.
And it don't gotta be on some like bad, like you know, it could be amicable. Oh, we got you. Cool. Continue.
It did. I don't want to gossip, but a certain someone is known to say a lot of things that he puffs out his chest at people that he wouldn't puff out his chest in public. He wouldn't do that to you, me, I was a bit of a timid person in that environment because it wasn't my business. So you know, I know when to play leader and I know when to play worker bee. So he wasn't feeling me being independent, and I was like, you know what? I'm not a worker bee no more, so I'm gonna say what it is I gotta say, and you not gonna like it, and you gonna be disrespectful to me, I'm gonna be disrespectful to you, and then we just going part ways.
Okay, so it wasn't amicable. Gotcha.
No.
Fair enough. I hear that a lot. Well, not a lot, but I've heard that several times through, like, you know, all these different networks and brands and teams around the city, where, like, you know, you got like the crop of people at the top.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got like the workers and grunt people, interns, whatever you want to call it, at the bottom. Then you have, you know, key people in the middle that they bring on, whatever. Expect them to do like a big bulk of the work, whatever. But don't give them like the cream of the crop.
I don't have time for that.
You know,
I don't have time for it
results.
Because I can go to any magazine like office downtown, and I can email them until my fingers fall off, and I can get an internship, and they would probably teach me a lot more than what I learned at RightonQuelive. So I don't have time for that. And I like what they do has potential. I know some people are still confused about what it is that they do, but when you're in the little machine that they built outside of the machine that they claim they don't want to be in, they work the way that they work, and I learned that's not how I work. So
gotcha.
We on other sides.
All right. Also, I think me and you both chimed in on, shout out to DeMel, he has a new podcast, Small Wins Radio, whatever, and he had Just O on the first episode, and one of the first topics they talked about was like the ideal why reply, hashtag why reply, whatever. And DeMel basically, you know, because had the situation on Jizzle Raw where they basically disagreed. Basically, you know,
drama.
Was talking out of turn. Was literally saying anything on his points, whatever. And I saw, it's funny because I missed the day before. I think I was on vacation at the time, and so when
was a soft flex right there. He was on vacation.
You know, I was like going through Africa. It's like no, but like, you know, when the second thing was going on, I saw people were like referring to the previous. Yo, it's the second time you were saying anything. I had to go back. I was like, this is like, it really is just 2 consecutive days in a row saying anything and not really backing it up properly, whatever.
This is my nigga. Like, he is mad cool.
I fuck with both of them, whatever. And I just thought it was interesting that, you know, DeMel would then come in and be like, yo, like, I just look at it as like, wow, reply. Like, you know, I don't feel the need to even engage my energy and time, this and that, whatever. And yes, if that's how he keeps his peace of mind, that's cool, whatever. Yeah. But I just thought it was like a weird general philosophy, because it's like, if we on social networks, you know, and you out there, and anybody out there just slinging opinions, you have to be equipped and prepared to at least back up said opinions. I think that's like a weird, you know, precedent to try to set.
So, like, how do I feel about that?
In general, yeah.
Well,
you agree, disagree?
I don't. You know me. I don't agree with I agree to a certain extent that some things you just shouldn't. What? Like this morning. It happened this morning. Some guy said something about, what was it? I tweeted yesterday how a solo podcast sounds cool. Because I know Carly Hustle does it, and sometimes you do it, and I'm like, okay, well, if you have the personality and you have the brain width and the capacity to do this, you can get it done. And this man said, something along the lines of not wanting to hear that because it's only one person's point of view. And I was like, okay, well, don't listen to it. And then he was like, I won't. And I was like, okay. He said something like, good luck with it. I know a bunch of other people won't listen to your podcast. And I was like, wait, hold on. I didn't say nothing about me making one. Why are you so angry? So I said, okay, well, I hope you filter the piss out of your cereal tomorrow morning, because you woke up on some other shit. Like, he was ready to attack.
Interesting.
I was like, after that, he just kept going, and he was subtweeting. I was like, okay, let me just go and mind my business.
Why reply?
Yeah, because I was like, you get real hostile for no reason. And then there's situations like, and he's someone that we know, and he say some interesting things. And I feel like you should reply to that because you want to educate your homie on politically correct terms. So he won't be out here sounding like anybody, and people be like, who mans is this? And you be like, It's my man's.
Yeah, and my
And they
thing
wonder
is-
why you didn't correct them.
Yeah, and I'm cool with people saying things that's like, you know, left field or whatever, because, you know, I'm very used to that, you know, unconventional
You know
thoughts.
you shock value, Bill.
No, not shock value. It's like people just tend to disagree with me often. But, you know, like
I wouldn't say often, but sometimes. I got it.
you know, I have unconventional thoughts at times, whatever. But I'm always ready to not even like, nigga, what you mean you don't disagree with me? It's like, no, we can have a conversation. Like,
Jeez.
you know, like, and I'm always ready to defend my thoughts. Like, it's not like I'm just like saying anything. To me, shock value is people who really, like, I'll never forget.
Me.
No, I remember one time
No,
on
he be
Kodak.
saying some out-of-pocket shit.
Kodak was on Breakfast Club,
Mhm.
and he did something before he got on. I think he just said "fuck Lil Wayne" or something like that, whatever. And he was like,
What?
he said something like this around that Breakfast Club interview. He had the ski mask on,
Mhm.
and he was like, "Why'd you say that?" General question. And he was like,
He probably sound like that too.
and it was like it really showed that a lot of these young niggas just do shit and don't even have reasons for it. It's like I
what's
just
his name? 6ix9ine?
like no thought behind it. And to me, that shit's really scary. Cause like, how you not even thinking like at all about
And then
your
wonder
actions?
why you get beat up.
Yeah, about your
Because you
words.
said some interesting shit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's weird. So I definitely feel like everybody should at least put some form of thought into your words and be ready to at least back up what your thought was.
But that's
Like,
because they say anything and they think people aren't gonna pull their coattail about
Mhm.
it, or they don't really know what they're saying because they hear other people saying it. What is that called? Like groupthink or
Mhm.
something? There you go.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah, and and it's like people, it's like you just, it's weird. Moving on though, how do you feel? You know, well, generally, you also speak about a lot about, you know, being a woman who's like sexually expressive, whatever, and a lot of people being creeps or not taking you seriously because of it or anything along those lines. So,
I don't have that problem no more.
so
honestly.
why did you used to, and why don't you have it anymore?
Well, honestly, I used to have it because I was like fresh meat, low key. So everybody was like, "Who this John? Like, what's going on?" Oh, she write too, so she can write my music right up, and she got Teddy's word. Let's go, and that's what it was. And I was like,
Sounds like a good combo.
okay.
That's what
So like people are naturally attracted to women who have a brain, not just me. They have a brain and they have a body. And it's not just men, it's women too. I used to have that problem with women as well. They used to just be like, "Oh, well, let's link up." And then when I link up, well, I'm on a date. Like, word. Damn, y'all smooth
Why
as fuck.
you being a tease? Like, you know what you was doing? Like,
I didn't.
no, you did, nigga.
All right.
No.
Anyway,
No,
I
it's
used
a date
to,
now, nigga.
and I
This
used to
article's
go
the date.
out,
Let's talk about it.
and I used to go out and I wear what I want. I feel like every woman and man is entitled to wearing whatever it is they want to wear. So I don't have that problem now because I done said it a million times. I feel like people just don't want to get cursed out no more. And yeah, they don't want to get cursed out by me.
Okay.
I don't feel like I'm. Somebody told me I be ethering people. I be ethering them with my words and I be verbally abusing them. I'm like, what? I just be speaking online.
I still find it funny from the last episode when you was talking about how, like, you know, I think you said the same thing last time. You said, you know, you hurt niggas' feelings. And, no, nigga, I just came for the dick and I'm out. I was like, what?
No.
His
Okay,
feelings
let me
hurt
clear that
about
up.
that. Like,
People, okay. So there's like this thing, you know, with the Insecure, like the show Insecure coming. So everybody real vocal about relationships now. And I guess people they used to be used to women wanting more. And when they encounter a woman that doesn't want more, it turns them on some weird reverse psychology shit. And then, like the last episode, what's her name? Miss Moss. She said something about wanting a friendship with somebody.
right.
And that's some real
Shout
life
out to Bill
shit.
for referencing this episode.
Go listen to that, John. Listen to this.
Educational shit,
But
yes.
you know, there we go. But yeah, she was that. I was like, okay, sis, like I'm with that, because you know sometimes you want to be friends, you want casual sex, you want a healthy relationship. It doesn't always have to move on to something, you know, extra. So
Yeah, my man's always has a funny expression where, you know, people say certain shit, like, I don't know those guys. And that's how I feel here. Cause I be like, I've always been the type of person where it's like, nothing another person can do can change what I want to do.
okay.
So it's like, if I just want to fuck you, regardless if, like, you don't, I mean, regardless if you if like you agree with me, like it's like yeah, we just want to fuck each other. Like that's perfect because that's all I want to do in the first
But
place.
don't you think that agreement right there would just make you attracted to that person? It would help y'all friendship a little bit more because y'all on the same type. I feel like that would help y'all get along better.
Yes, of
So
course, but like
you know.
it sounded what I was getting about what you were saying is that a lot of men get thrown off by that, and now they want to cover it or they want to be more clingy and shit like that.
And that's okay. So
And
that's
I
probably
don't know
because
those
you
guys.
don't know manipulative niggas. You don't hang around people.
And me when I say I don't know those guys, meaning I'm not that.
Okay.
Yeah, I do know niggas like that.
But you probably don't hang around dudes that be like, oh well, she got all the power now, so let me try to grab that. Let me try to grab. That's usually what it is. The manipulation. Women do that too. You know, the reverse psychology. I want casual sex, and then in her head, she's thinking, oh well, I just hope he wants me more now.
Nah,
but that works both ways. So
I don't.
please,
It's not changing.
I don't want y'all in his text messages talking about she can take me. No, fuck y'all. That's not what I was saying. Rewind and listen to what I said, and then come back. There you go.
I mean, you still pick me. Like, I don't know, fuck that rewind. Like, no, I heard what I heard, nigga.
Not really.
Are you familiar with the RightonQuelive situation?
Yes.
What do you think about it? Before I say that. In general.
It's crazy. Okay.
A lot of people have jumped on Nas' side with the recent Instagram thing.
Okay, first of all, I wasn't reading that whole thing.
I keep saying that. For some reason, I had time that night. I was like, I'll read this.
Read it, though.
Everybody else be like...
But I didn't read it as soon as it dropped because I was thinking, like, when stuff like that happens, I feel like it's so personal. Going to Instagram seems so disingenuous to me.
Okay.
So I feel like... I hope that's a word. Don't either me off. But... So, basically... So when I saw that, I was like, okay, well, he couldn't have had, like something written out and then it's like released, you know, the invoice that
I was wondering, did he write that
Mm-hmm.
on there or was it in the note and he just chopped it up and posted it?
Exactly. So I was just thinking, like, why couldn't he just have this nice Microsoft Word nice style with Nas signature at the end, and you know, like make it personal. If you gonna put all your dirty laundry out there, come on, like that. The presentation was sloppy, but now the situation itself, I feel like it's real messy how they're dealing with it. But I also feel like it's, you know, TMZ and shit. Everybody know, and
who do you believe?
I don't feel like Khalees would lie about abuse that way. Like,
because you watched the full interview that she did.
And
let me tell you, honey, I watched it again today. Like,
no. But I just feel okay. Growing up in a home where I witnessed domestic violence, I've grown up in that shit. My mom went through that shit. It's crazy, and I know my mom told people so and so did this to me, and they looked and they was like, no, they didn't. Or I remember she told my actual biological father that she was in a situation that could like harm me. She could lose me, and he was like, "Are you sure?" And I was just like, "Nigga, are you stupid or are you dumb? Like, which one is it? If she's telling you that she's in a bad situation and she needs you to help her, she don't need you to beat the nigga up. She just needs you to help her out of the situation." I feel like a lot of people think, "Oh no, not my guy, not that person. Oh, are you just like, are you being overly dramatic? You just want to take the kids away." And I feel like that's really that's erasing.
Okay, now before you continue, because I can tend to be like that at times. And again, I don't know those guys. I realized in recent years that, you know, more women are speaking up about a lot of things. I realized my issue with that is because certain shit that be happening is so out of the realm of my possibility of doing something and brain capacity. I'd be like, I just can't see
But
it.
that's natural.
And but now I've learned more about what creep ass niggas be doing. And then also I realized there are more creep niggas than regular niggas in this world.
That's crazy.
Clearly and
that
possibly.
You said that.
Yeah. So now I be like, yeah, this nigga probably did it. It's like niggas is out here wilding. So that's been my issue. But then I feel some dudes also, you know, I'm not gonna break these into percentage, but I feel a lot of men also just minimize women. So it's like whatever she's saying is, like you said, like you're being dramatic, or like, and I just don't even respect her opinion enough to even give it, you know,
so
credence.
People who do that, they erase like the reality of what's happening outside of their bubble. I tell my I'm cuffed up again. Well, my ex that I was shitting on last episode. My bad. Love you.
Shout out to the phases.
My bad. I'm sorry. But anyway, I used to tell him all the time, just because you don't see it don't mean it don't exist. And you know how people be like, oh, you can't see air, blah blah blah. It is, but people say that shit all the time. I be like, what? But it applies. Just because you can't see yourself doing it, don't mean somebody else can't see themselves doing it. Like, I can't see myself like walking down the street and seeing somebody and just randomly murdering them, but it's people out here that be chopping niggas up and putting them in, like, what?
Recently, I watched I'm a Killer. Did you watch that?
What? Is that on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I saw. With the dudes that's mad crazy with the confessionals and shit.
You know, death row and shit.
Oh no.
So I was just talking with my mom about it, whatever, and I was like, because basically the whole premise of the show is like, you know, you hear their side, and you hear like the prosecutor and the families, the victim's family side,
Yeah.
and you're stuck in a position of like, who do I believe? The facts of the story, da da da.
Right.
And I found myself. Again, I don't know those guys. Where it's like, this nigga seemed reformed 40 years later.
No.
Why would he lie?
No.
My mom was like, first of all, today,
They're
I know
sick.
niggas are out here crazy.
They're really
so
sick.
I don't believe none of these niggas.
Okay, so let me tell you something. My uncles, well, I have an uncle. He just got well, he didn't just got out of jail. He got out of jail like 2-3 years ago. He did 21 years. He came back and he got robbed in his shop. He owns a shop in South Philly. And they tied him up, put him in the basement. He got out and he shot somebody in the head. He killed him and he got off.
The dude that robbed him?
No, my uncle murdered someone.
Somebody that had nothing to do with the robber.
No, the robber.
Yeah, the
3
robber.
people. Oh, my bad. 3 people.
Okay.
One person got murdered. One person got beat up bad. Got
Okay.
like locked up because he got caught, and then the other ran.
Okay.
And I was sitting there in his shop talking to him about like what was going on in his mind, and he was like, I had like flashbacks of the shit that got me in jail. And I was like, you crazy as shit, yo.
To me though,
you crazy as hell.
See,
But he said he would have did the time. People who are on death row, oof.
but to me, I understand that though.
But they lose their minds low key when they're in jail. People start believing their lies, and I'm not calling my uncle a liar or nothing like that. But he's the definition of crazy. I love him to death, but
I get you.
people who go to jail, they're nuts sometimes when they murder people. So.
Why did I bring up that show? What were you talking about?
Oh shit.
Wait for it. Hold on. We talking about. Nah, that's in Khalees and believe in a woman and then nobody know that shit.
I feel like she telling the truth.
Okay.
And I feel like he just don't want to own up to it because he really believe in the lie. And if he tell the truth, they could come to an agreement or some shit like that. But if you gonna erase the past, then I guess you just not gonna get the results that you want for the present and the future. There you go, quotable.
This is definitely how, when I watched the Khalees interview, I can definitely, and it's funny because it was right after something else had happened big, like celebrity got exposed with, and I was like, niggas be devastated. Oh, probably Kanye did. Niggas be devastated with niggas go through shit. Y'all fake false prophets and idols, da da da. And then this happened. I really had to admit I was kind of devastated because to me, all the shit she was saying besides the abuse thing, but when she was saying like he don't see his kid and he don't give a fuck about us, and I was like, the nigga that made I Can. Like, if I rule the world,
what does that mean?
He made I Can.
I love that song.
No, but the point is, to me,
elementary school, I was rapping that joint.
So the point is, to me, if everything she was saying, and also, I will say is that I'm not saying I believe everything she said.
Yeah.
I believe the truth is always somewhere in the middle, but I just think it's somewhere leaning to her side.
Okay, so we seeing eye to eye.
Yeah, but with that being said, still though, if the truth is leaning on her side, that still means basically his whole career is a fucking lie. Like, and
maybe he meant it in the moment. You know how people change. People go through shit. People they rise.
To me, if you don't
fall.
give a fuck about your only son,
don't Jay-Z got up? No, never mind. I'm not gonna say
that.
that.
Don't do that. The whole. Don't do it.
I ain't even gonna say it. Y'all not about to do this.
Don't do it. If you, to me, like that says a lot about you if you don't care about your only son. And that's why also another thing is like, you know, I have very mixed feelings about men who claim they can't see their kid. Like I heard Nas saying, "You made me do this and do that." It's like, nigga,
made you.
You want to see the kid or no? Like my motto my whole life. You ever come across a crazy ass bitch? soon as the baby's born, get custody rights. Because men act like they can't get custody. Like, I'm not custody rights, but parental rights, all that shit,
it's
whatever.
Because they scared to go to jail because, well, not jail, they scared to go to court because, you know, I wouldn't say the rumor, but what people say is they'll always rule in the favor of the mother. But I feel like once you prove that you're a fit parent, without trying to disprove that she's shitty, you'll get something.
I think most niggas aren't scared. I think most niggas are just lazy.
Oh, okay.
Because women are just naturally ain't no bail for my species today.
Word.
I feel, you know, everybody, just generally women are naturally more proactive in relationships and just general, like more proactive in life than men. Typically in relationships, women are the ones.
That's statistically true.
Okay. And I feel, even you look at a lot of relationships that I've seen, like, the woman's the one like, oh, babe, no, do it like this. Or, you know, the dude don't got to be a bum, but it's like the woman adds the structure to the dude's life and, like, makes shit more efficient with whatever. So, niggas just don't want to go to court. Like, it's like, like, I'm mad about, like, Joe Budden on State of Culture. He was like, when he was going through his shit, he was like, yeah, I went to the court and I told the judge, should I let him see my kid? And judge was like, well, sir, did you go to the sheriff's office? Of course I didn't go to the sheriff's office. I'm just like, my nigga, why did you follow the judge's directions? And they trying to, like, what the fuck is that? But he was dead serious.
People don't follow directions. You can't even expect people to do that. Like, what?
But let me tell you, if the society was the other way around, but we still had our natural inclinations and instincts, women would not be going for this shit. Women would get all their kids back. Wouldn't be no women in the street bitching about, Khalees wouldn't be like, nah, let me see my kid. No, Khalees will have shared custody.
You saw those movies. What was that fucking movie about?
Isaiah?
Yes.
Shout out to
She
Holly.
did the most.
She was a crackhead and still got her kid back. Y'all niggas be rich and bitching about custody.
He was already adopted, first of all.
With a white person. Y'all niggas be rich with fucking broke ass fucking ex strippers. Y'all can't get your kid back. Y'all niggas nuts.
Wildin'. Okay, about that Chris Brown situation with that girl. What's her name? Nia?
Yep, yeah. I was about to say I don't know, but yeah, it is that.
She's crazy. And people was like, oh, well, Chris Brown's a good father. And I'm just like, how can he do what? He complaining about his daughter. What we gonna do? You gonna try to get some custody or no? Or he can't do that because he still on probation, I think? I don't know.
He's off, actually. I do remember that announcement a few years ago.
So, what's good, Chris Brown?
No, but it's funny. It was a rare moment when I saw on the timeline when people actually were on his side, though. Yeah. When about the child support increase, and people was like, well, why don't she get a job? And I was like,
she do need a job.
Yeah, but I never saw y'all say that about anybody ever in life, though.
But it's clear that she don't got a job. Like,
what was I supposed to do?
Work.
You can get a basic. That's what be blowing me out. That be blowing me about like these chicks. That we ain't saying you gotta go to school to be a lawyer, nothing like that. You get a basic job and still get them thousands that you're gonna be getting and be chilling.
So like these Instagram models, they don't actually be like booking shit with their booking info.
Well, that girl I'm not familiar with, so I don't even know if she was ever even about that or whatever.
I felt like she was once an I don't even know, but whatever.
Certain chicks though, I'll be disappointed. I'm like, yo, bitch, I've seen you be booking. So if you get a baby, I expect you to be, hey, just go back to booking, the baby at home, and you getting child support. You rich now, basically. Like, you still getting your walkthroughs, and now you got child support. You fucking Oprah damn near now. To the hood.
Excuse me.
To the hood.
Excuse me.
She Oprah to the hood.
He went a little bit too far there.
She Oprah to the hood, man.
Right.
I wish I was getting child support money like these bitches.
Next.
Like you said, you okay over there?
I'm listening.
Okay. Like you said, you passionate about film, you say.
Uh-huh.
Allegedly. You claim you have good film taste, you say.
I feel like I do.
You feel
I've been putting people on.
Who?
I put you on.
Who?
Upgrade. Did you watch it yet?
Fire Stick wasn't working still.
He lying.
No, I swear on everything. I've tried it. No, I checked my Fire Stick updated recently.
Okay.
Cause I've been watching. Well, I tried to watch it. No lie. I searched it. Literally, like 3 results came up, and that's not even normal off the rip.
So I feel like what Neon is, the production company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they got that. What the fuck is that? They got a bunch of, I wouldn't say low budget, but they got a movie called Gemini with Zoe Kravitz in it.
Okay.
They got another one. I think it's called Revenge. That John is crazy. I think the girl got her arm chopped off or some shit, and it's like, it's like, no, like it's on the cover. Okay. It's on the cover, and it's like a post-apocalyptic situation going on, and then there's another one with the movie where it's like Truth or Dare, and you got to keep going.
Oh,
I
seen that one come up.
And it's like so that's what they do.
Okay.
And I feel like those movies they kind of cool. Like out of 5 stars, they get like a 3, but they're still entertaining, so I watch it. But Upgrade is one of those kinds of movies. They're not. It's not produced produced by Neano, but what is it? The guy who did Insidious 3. I don't remember his damn name. Lee, I believe. Lee something. But my bad. I don't want to disrespect. But he did pretty good with that movie.
And I like the actor because I remember he was in Devil.
And he's in Venom coming up, and he's in freaking Home. Is it? Was he?
Yep, he was a shocker.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So talk about your film passion when you always have this, and also spin that into the constantly overhyped.
Don't be disrespectful, because I seen it up there. Don't do that.
Of anime. I'm tired of all y'all niggas talking about this fucking anime shit.
First of all, I know you
don't
probably...
be looking at my fucking topics.
You see me a little bit on the TL. I know you do. I know you don't recognize any of the anime names that be popping up. So it's not overhyped. You're just ignorant to the culture.
No.
You uncultured swine.
Two things can be true. I can be very ignorant, uncultured swine, and that shit can be trash and overhyped.
It's not though. Okay, so...
You like, well, y'all know about Mushishuku?
You just made that up, dog. Like, he was real confident with it. Like, what?
Yo, pick it up.
Okay, first of all, I've always been a movie person.
Sorry, you ever seen Princess Mononoke?
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you judging me, Zach?
Mononoke.
First of all, it was close to Mon.
You saw me look at you, right? Like, wait.
What was it, Zach?
Mononoke, Princess
Mononoke.
By the same dude who did Spirited Away. Okay.
Studio Ghibli.
What is it? Is it the same dude?
Oh, here was Zach woke up all of a sudden. Oh, you talking about anime?
See, because you're real uncultured. It's like, a whole community.
That's why the last thing my uncle bought me. I'm like, why the fuck did you buy me this? That's pretty good.
Did you watch Spirited Away?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you would like that. I don't cast it.
I'm
gonna send it to you. You. But anyway, I got into it because of anime. All of the movies, all of the films, like animated films. I was just watching Flavor of Youth last night. It was great, actually. I didn't expect it to be. I didn't expect it to be good. I thought it was gonna be about food, honestly. But that's
greedy granny, gotcha.
We're not gonna talk about that. But anyway, I got into it because of all of the comics and shit that I be reading and the manga and all that other stuff. So stop. What is that?
I'm sure when we type it, that sounds like something.
That sounds like
that
a
will be
curse
something.
word.
That'll be something.
Like an insult.
I'm willing to bet money there's a title similar to what I just said.
Okay. Anyway, are you really interested in this?
No, continue. I'm still watching.
Anyway, I got into it because of that. So I started to explore. What was it? When I was younger, I had this tape. Yes, VHS tape. And it was mad. It was mad TV shows on it. I had Gullah Gullah Island on it, Bear in the Big Blue House, and what is it? Big Comfy Couch. And then I moved on to Mortal Kombat and Selena and Good Burger. How did that transition happen? I don't know. But my mom made it work, and I used to watch it over and over again. I became obsessed with Mortal Kombat. I swore Jennifer Lopez was really Selena when I was younger. And it was just an addiction, just watching movies, I guess. So how does anyone else get into film?
I don't know. I find it interesting when I feel like I know. I got into film because it's funny, like my mom, she used to be, like, she's not like a film buff, but she just always, when I was younger, like, she just always enjoyed going to the movies. Okay. It's weird because not so much now, like she just like, I see shit when I see it, but back then we were just always at the movies or whatever. Yeah. But to me, I find it interesting that so many people, like, the reason I asked the question because there's more people who aren't into movies. Because like they just, like, it's just nothing to them.
Right now, it's just it's music. We thinking about pop culture, and when we think about pop culture, we think about music and you know, trap shit. I
feel like my whole life though, like music, of course, music is running the world maybe more now because streaming. But I feel like music is always, you know,
it's always gonna be around.
It's always been around, and movies definitely were bigger in past because of technology and shit like that. But even back then, I just remember being like, you know, there weren't too many people around me that was just into movies. Okay. Like, weren't passionate about movies. Like, I gotta see it. Like, I got to see it. So I find it interesting.
Like
when
you
we,
said,
when I come
people
across
aren't
other people.
interested. So I was hype as shit last night because I finally went to go see Crazy Rich Asians, and
People keep telling me it's actually okay.
it's actually really good. Well,
Okay.
I read the book, so I was expecting.
Did not know it was a book.
It's always a book. You just never know. But the book was really good. I didn't know if it was going to translate onto screen very well,
Right,
but it was amazing to me.
Okay.
You know,
that
that gift to you.
To you.
Exactly. But everybody,
Because I'm going to grind you the
funny.
fuck up if I watch this movie and that shit.
Man, anyway, a lot of people was upset about, I don't know her name, and it was, I don't even want to call her the ugly one because that's disrespectful, but the girl, she has like a deep voice, and people said that she was trying to act black. And I feel like she was
she Asian?
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, I feel like what they did in the movie was try to make her super Americanized. And I feel like black people, we
run America, therefore we run the world. That's facts.
Exactly. So when you think about America, you think about, well, not America, but when you think about black Americans, it's urbanized culture. And then I feel like I know a lot of Asian people and a lot of Latina, Hispanic, Latino, all that. I know a lot of them, and we all act the fucking same, honestly. The only when you're like Chinese American, when you're Japanese American, when you were born here, I feel like you act just the same as me. All of my Asian friends, we act just the same, and they don't make me feel uncomfortable. But I do know when they're just like microaggression and just mad, like you trying to be a character, whatever, fuck it. I can't say the word right now. So whatever. When you're trying to hyperize blackness, that's when it starts to make people uncomfortable. And I feel like a lot of people was looking to dislike the movie, Black People per se, because of her.
Okay. Now I'm even more intrigued now. I didn't know it was a thing.
But she was only in she was a great supporter throughout the movie. But a lot of people had beef with her, and I was like, all right, well, the girl, she just like mad New York and shit, so leave her be. She went back to Singapore, she in China, leave her be.
Gotcha.
So,
what are some of your favorite movies of all time?
All time? We can't do this.
Rattle a few off the top. I'm just very curious.
Okay. I guess I can go from like current to I love The Shape of Water. I just really got into that. I watched it at least 3 times.
Yeah, I got around to seeing it.
It's real sappy, man.
I heard that, so I'm just not in a rush.
It's mad sappy.
Yeah. I heard just fucking, I think somebody told me like Beauty and the Beast or whatever.
Damn, you got me on a bad day. I watch a lot of fucking movies. No, it's just because I have like a lot of movies crammed up in there. Fuck. Okay. I remember as a child I used to love Homeward Bound.
Which one?
Is it Homeward Bound?
Homeward Bound?
I don't know.
That's
not Homeworld. Homeworld. Yeah. See, I can't.
The animals?
With the animals that talk and shit.
Sounds familiar. I gotta look it up.
Wow. You're older than me. You should know that. Anyway.
Better be 40, like.
I love majority of the Japanese movies that I watch. I love what is it called? Memoirs of a Geisha.
Okay.
I think I saw that.
What is it called? Housemaiden, I believe. It's a South Korean movie.
Okay.
The fuck else? Damn. Come back to me, Alex. Damn. It's crazy.
What are your, did I ask you like something about polygamy?
Nah.
What are your thoughts on polygamy? In general.
I'm not, okay. I like polyamory.
Okay.
Which
Explain the difference.
I think that's what it is. When you're polygamous is usually you, a man, and 2 other women.
Gotcha.
I like group love.
Alright. So everybody sharing or y'all both just doing your own thing? Do both account under
That's
that?
between the 2. So either you have, well, I feel like that's an open relationship when you're doing your own thing. Now when we sharing the love, we all
fucking each other.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Big ass nice consensual orgy.
Interesting.
But how do I don't have anything against, well, I grew up in a Muslim home, so I didn't see polygamy throughout my whole life, but I am familiar with it. And if it's done right and if people respect each other, I don't really give a shit. Would I do it? I wouldn't really care about it as long as I like the woman and we can get along and he does what he's supposed to do for me.
Okay.
Now we got to get some years in first, and I feel like that's the only way that you can successfully have a polygamous relationship, when you start off together and then you have like
branch
a couple years and then you're like, okay, well maybe we can add another.
Nah, ma, we just cuff this summer. It's culling season. Let's bring your friend through.
Wait, so that's she only for a season? Damn.
Let's bring the friend through. Let's get it popping like this holiday season.
He's so disrespectful.
Let's get it popping. We don't got time to be waiting for
No, that's gonna ruin
that.
my friendship though, because if we decide we don't want to keep her,
I
then
don't
what?
got nothing to do with that. I don't got nothing
Then
to do
what?
with that. I don't got nothing. We get new friends.
Okay, wait, hold on. We gotta go back. We gotta backtrack because I forgot I didn't plug this in.
Mm-hmm.
So for my film critiquing blog, you can visit rumble.us.
Rumble, young woman rumble.
MBLE.us. There you go. Now,
Okay.
polygamy. Polygamy. I don't know what it. Well, it might be because I'm bisexual. I have a open mind to a lot of shit.
You speak a lot. You speak a lot in the queer life. I was gonna say.
I've never heard that before.
I was gonna say dabble in the queerness.
No,
I thought
that sounds
first
kind of
one was better.
weird.
Yeah, I thought the first one was better.
I do speak about it because a lot of people didn't know. I felt like I was in the closet for a while. I'm not gonna even lie. Like I felt like a lot of people was like, "Oh, you mad hetero?" No, I'm not, dog. I'm in a heterosexual relationship, but he approves of course he approves of me liking girls, but we had to have that talk. Stop sexualizing my sexuality. So
I do think that is funny because I remember when I was, younger, and anytime, like before every girl got gay,
gay!
On the cusp of it, on the cusp of the emergence of the gay activities.
Oh my God.
I was like, yeah, like, she said she bi, that means she trying to fuck everything with me.
No, it's not, man.
Yeah, so I think that is an immature perspective of a bisexual woman.
That's you, an evolved man. I know a lot of guys before when I was dating people, they was like, so what about that threesome? Fuck out my face.
On the second date.
Like, I don't even know you. Like, I don't even know your last name. You talk about a threesome.
Nah. You said you bi, right? So we fucking somebody else tonight,
people are really
right?
airheads like that though, and they just ruin it. I think that's another reason why I was like low key in the closet, because I just don't like the questions when it comes to like my sex life in that way.
Could you? I think I heard you speak on this as well before, but you could be with a bi man?
Yeah, I have been.
Okay. And so in this orgy, let's say, speak on this.
Orgy.
You said the orgy relationship. You said that.
No, I said polyamory. It was like a consensual.
Did she say orgy?
I said it was like a consensual orgy.
Yes, I'm speaking on that.
Polyamory?
Yes, I'm speaking on that.
Okay. Okay.
So in this orgy, consensual orgy relationship dynamic system and family. Could you knew he was bi.
Yeah.
Could you be cool with him actively fucking men though?
Actively?
Yeah, currently while y'all were together, it wouldn't matter, or would that be too much?
I've never been in that situation, but if I come into the relationship knowing that he's bisexual and we decide that we want to be open, or we want to add to the group. Am I really okay with him being bisexual if I'm like, no, not that though? So I don't think that's fair. So I would just be like, all right, just like, can we all get tested? Because that's what, technically, statistically, bisexual people are more prone to getting diseases. So I am an advocate of destigmatizing bisexuality and, being a lesbian or being gay, because a lot of people think lesbians don't get STDs because lack of dick. That's a lie. People don't clean their toys.
Dirty ass dildos.
So being bisexual, I am an advocate of us all getting tested because I know I run a higher risk of getting whatever. So let's all get tested, regardless if it's another man or whatever.
Yeah, I actually, because I remember on the Insecure episode when Molly was like, I think it was her, when she came across the one guy and said, yeah, 10 years ago, dude just sucked my dick, whatever. It was one time. It was cool, whatever. But she just couldn't get past it, whatever. And to me, I was like, So I was thinking about all women. So this dude could be perfect, great dude. He got bread. He look good. He fuck you good, whatever. But just one gay act in his past, you won't be able to get past it, whatever. So that's why I thought. So let's say someone who could do it. All right, one time in the past, cool. But I know it couldn't happen now. Like it's like nigga, no.
It's a line. Don't cheat on me, bro.
No, but even if they was cool with the open shit, like
okay.
yo, yeah, we can fuck bitches together. Yeah, I'm with it, bag, yeah.
I'm just
but
not
no,
with the double stuff. Like I don't want to get. I don't want to get fucked by 2 dicks at once, like 2 men, like flesh, penis. I never desired that.
Me either.
Shut up. I never desired.
No, I really never wanted to be with that situation.
But I know some women do. I'm not knocking it. I'm too small for that.
If
and
a girl ever asks me to do
one
that,
track for that,
that's the end of the relationship.
Really?
Definitely.
Wow, I know a lot of guys that be like, oh yeah, she down with that shit. I'm like, okay.
Nigga, you out of fucking pocket. I know you probably not gonna like this, but you out of fucking pocket. You trying to train your girl, nigga.
Hey, I'm not saying I approve. I just said I don't want the double stuff.
Yeah, but niggas out of your girl, like you.
And then usually they wanted to be with someone that they know, and I feel like that's weird.
False.
Like, how would you feel if you knew your man's was just hitting your girl? What is wrong
No
with
lie,
you?
me and my friend had this conversation pretty often.
Wow.
Back when I used to love Megan Good, and
I love her right now though. Her transformation is crazy.
She good. Shout out to her goals, whatever.
That's cute.
I'm over preacher wife, but but back then, you know, I used to love her. You know, waist deep era, fool.
Her titties out on fucking
Oh Lord.
I loved her too.
But I remember we had a conversation like, all right, yo, I know we both hate trains and shit, right? But a Megan
Is
Good.
it a train, really?
This is why I call it train.
Okay.
When there's 3 people in the act, but 2 people aren't interacting. If all 3 people interact, that's a threesome. So in a train, right?
Okay,
the
so
2 dudes
it's
are
a train
fucking the
because
girl.
y'all not doing
Yeah, but we're not
nothing like
touching nothing like that, whatever. So to me, that's a train. It's different than a
Okay,
threesome.
so I hear when 2 hetero men are fucking a girl.
Well, yeah, well, that's when it changes.
Okay.
if they both
so
bisexual
when
together.
it's okay.
Just saying, if it's a threesome, it's me and 2 girls. Everybody's getting in touch with her. But anyway, we like, yo, but if a girl like Megan Good, see, I want y'all both to fuck me. We would just have to do it. Like, we just gotta put our morals out the window that day. Like, you just got to.
Morals.
Fuck it, like you just got to.
That's not losing. I mean, if it was consensual, are we really? Is it like?
If I ever run the train, my morals went down the drain.
Are you serious?
Definitely.
I feel like it's a line. It's a line.
My morals
when it's not consensual, that's definitely down the drain.
If I'm out here raping people, the morals are definitely they long gone.
It's all the way.
Yeah.
Like, call the police.
What was I say? Spoke on. You got any topics, miss?
Oh yeah, my bad. You got one more.
Don't lick my topic.
Hey man, I have a. This is supposed to be what I do. I don't.
Quick. Come on, journalist.
Okay. Damn.
Quick.
Okay. We was talking about. Wasn't we talking about Nikki? We just was talking about Nikki. All right. How you feel about Queen Radio, my nigga?
Queen Radio.
I don't even listen to it. I'm not gonna even front. So I'm genuinely asking you.
I didn't listen either.
Okay.
But
you see the hashtags?
Of course. I see people talking about it and the clips that go around. To me, it's funny. I was talking to my friend about this the other day, and he actually shared something I didn't think of. But so Jim, before I spoke to him, I was like, this shit is just clearly not for me. Like, to me, Nikki is very annoying talking. Like, I don't like when she speaks. Very dramatic
so
and
that
extra or
situation
whatever.
with Cardi B and her at New York Fashion Week. Before you say anything, I muted both the phrases Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
I love Pink Friday Nicki Minaj and I love Cardi B, but I want them both to shut the fuck up because I'm very tired of them going back. And from what I see, it's he say, she say. So in my head, it's nothing. And I'm just like, why are y'all even mad now? Like, are y'all just mad to be mad at each other? We love talking about woman empowerment, but neither one of y'all is doing nothing to help nobody. There's no reason why Iggy Azalea fucking put on.
Shout out to them ass shots. They need to re-up.
There's no reason why Iggy Azalea just put, what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion and Cupcake. It's two new black women are on her show before.
What show?
She doing a
tour?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, that's what's up. I'm
it's
familiar with the Stallion.
Okay,
girl.
so there's no reason why Iggy Azalea is putting somebody on before these two girls who's mad hot right now.
You didn't even realize Cardi never did a tour yet. She's supposed to do the Bruno tour.
Well, oh yeah, she canceled it.
But she,
okay.
Because she's been
so what
pregnant.
else did she
never
do
did a
for
tour
female
yet.
rappers that?
Can she tour? Like,
I don't even know. But from what I saw, she did a song with frickin' Rita Ora. No one cares about her. And
I do remember that because people was mad because some gay shit happened with that.
Yeah, no, they just was mad about shit. They mad to be mad.
Okay,
that's what
cool.
it is. I wasn't offended, so that's what matters.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, who's doing a collab with who? Like, when are we going to see the two powerhouse females doing something? Sorry, women. Who? Y'all not about to give me. Oh, whatever. Anyway, when are we going to see two powerhouse women do something for other women that they claim to advocate for? And I
rappers
saw,
more so.
Yes, and I saw
Cardi did have female
Cardi
singers.
say that she was going to do a collab with City Girls, but one of the girls is booked. So who doing a what? So what how we gonna move forward? What are we doing? Y'all fighting for what? What y'all fighting about? Oh, she not for the cause. She not for the. Neither one of y'all for the culture. Y'all just doing what y'all doing. Y'all getting the coins. Y'all running. So like, what's good?
Yeah, I definitely think Nicki has been the aggressor of the matter. Cause I feel she's
really.
Yeah, because I feel she's insecure about her position,
Okay.
and she was fading at that time. Cardi was popping, so I
Okay.
think she naturally looked at her as a threat, and was had an issue with that. And I think a lot of shit behind the scenes going on, whatever. As far as Queen Radio, I feel it's a desperate grasp,
That's a terrible rollout.
cling to life, whatever. And then I also look at like my man and realize that she's looking at this. Joe Budden, right? He's quote unquote retired, and someone like who Nori's, but nigga, you retired. Nigga, what the fuck about that music? You retired. And most rappers that do this media shit now are retired. Nicki's currently still very active, so I think this is a way for her to shape her narratives from this point on.
So it's almost like Kanye West doing a collab with fucking Lil Pump.
That's so bad. But it's like, so imagine if Kanye had a radio show and all this shit was going on, and he'd be like, no, God, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm saying. And all the fucking Twitter stands would be like, no, see? Kanye told y'all, like, he explained the hat. Like, it makes sense now. So I think Nicki, the way, because I saw a lot of people very entertained by her Fashion Week recap, and she did receipts, and people was like, oh, see, y'all, Cardi ain't so thorough. That's like, to me, Nicki's just desperate. Okay. But end of the day, your music just not that hot no more, and there's nothing you could do.
As I said, I love Pink Friday,
that.
Nicki, but outside of that, no. But it just came to me, like some of my favorite movies, actually. The clear Harry Potter and Star Wars are up there.
Classic.
What's wrong with you?
Classic.
Wait,
Shout
which
Star
one?
Wars. Shout out to Star Wars.
Really? Okay, did you watch the last? Okay, how do you feel about the prequels and the sequels and shit?
I watched Force Awakens. It was okay. Didn't do nothing for me.
Okay,
and it confirmed that I don't need to see anymore.
Are you okay? So you're also against them continuing
I'm just
the
over
franchise.
it. Even I will admit,
You're wild.
Solo piqued my interest. I'm like, of all the prequels, this one makes the most sense.
Okay.
But then I heard it was bad, so I was like, well.
But people say shit is bad all the time. It's like like Netflix movies with ratings of 2 and they're amazing.
No. But I heard most people I know love Rogue One.
It was great.
So, and I think even Force Awakens had decent reviews, whatever, but niggas was slandering
Force
Solo,
Awakens was
whatever.
all over the place. I kind of fell asleep.
It just didn't do it for me, whatever. But I was like, no, I'm just cool with this now. Like, I don't need to see any more.
Okay.
I'm just done.
Which one is your favorite? Which episode is your favorite?
Either 3 or 6, Return of the Jedi or Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
But I love episode 1 ending probably more than all of them with Darth Maul and that shit. I just love that shit.
He's such a geek. But what's wrong with Harry Potter?
Please don't judge. That shit just trash.
What's wrong?
Like,
The world of Harry Potter is fucking amazing.
I watched like the first 2 and I was like, this shit is not. Like, I was gonna binge it eventually.
You know what's? I feel you on that. It's
I think I watched like 3. I remember like the Prisoner of
slow.
Azkaban. That's like 3.
It's slow, but I feel like Harry Potter is for more detail-oriented people. People who like to collect shit, and people who are interested in people who just randomly make shit up out of like thin air.
Like serial killers. Gotcha.
No, the people like. How did you make up a whole wizard world? Is crazy. That's amazing.
That's what's up.
Did you like what is it? Fantastic Beasts or some shit? It's like a
Didn't watch
whatever. I like that movie too. I like more.
In that world of
modern movies.
things, Twilight, the last Twilight was cool.
This nigga said Twilight.
In that world of things, that fight scene was fire.
It was.
I like Maze Runner. Hunger Games was good in the beginning.
Maze Runner, the last one.
That's
was
my favorite
crazy.
one.
It traumatized me.
That's my favorite one out of that world of book sagas and shit.
Okay.
Divergent, I like Divergent.
Did you see The Darkest Minds? Trash. I gave it a 2. No, I think I gave it a 1. The Darkest Minds just came out.
Okay, no.
Okay. What else? What other movies? There's all kinds of shit coming out. We're gonna talk about that off air.
All right. Anything else, Trisha? Oh, the topic of it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was listening to that episode. You said something about conspiracy theories on YouTube. I need to hear more about Q conspiracy theories.
It's funny. I watched something about Jay-Z the other day, and I was like, yo, I remember. No, listen. I remember when the culture was convinced of the Illuminati shit.
Yeah.
And I will never forget in 2009 Blueprint 3 came out and Run This Town video came out.
I love
and it was like
era.
11 videos back to back of dissecting the cover. Then like remember the Black Album with their hands and
they do that with,
and the Beatles
Beyonce.
shit.
They'll slow up her vocals and then it'll be like she's summoning something.
I never forget. I was in my room in the dark just watching all these videos. I was like,
in the dark.
Jay-Z is the devil. And that was before I really started like appreciating him as the GOAT. Like, this nigga the fucking devil. So that was an epic one. The Beatles one, they say Paul McCartney died. That's always funny. I was like last year I came across that fucking Avril Lavigne one. That shit was funny
when
to me.
they said that she got replaced by somebody named Melissa or some shit.
That shit was weird.
And it's like, what? How did y'all come up with this?
The flat Earth thing is very funny.
I was gonna ask you about that, but before we get into that, that's a long ass conversation, unfortunately. But the most I get into even closest to conspiracy is something called creepypasta or some shit like that. When they break down like our favorite childhood shows, like cartoons and shit, and they broke down Ed, and Eddie and said that all of the kids in the cul-de-sac were like in limbo, and each of the kids were from a different era, and Rolf died. He was like, they were all on the verge of dying, or they did die, and they were stuck in the cul-de-sac. That's why they never went anywhere else. And it blew my mind. It blew my fucking mind. I was like, wow, like, is he really dead? I saw something about Pokemon, how Ash got electrocuted and he in a coma and shit like that. And I was like, what? Where do y'all be coming up with this shit? Like, do y'all... They really be writing this stuff down. Like, where did y'all come up?
They started out as media journalists and got so scoring that
no.
like, oh, the world is fake, and then that is not real. I'm gonna just write my pain away.
If I do that, y'all gotta fight me.
That's wild, though.
Yeah, that's
creepypasta.
I think that's what it's called.
Name is episode creepypasta. I like it.
And they did a lot more, I think. The one that everyone knows, I think, SpongeBob, how, you know, Mr. Krabs is greed and Squidward is not grumpy. I don't fucking.
Oh, a Deadly Sins last year?
Yeah.
I think I've seen that one, yeah.
But that's the most I've ever gotten into anything conspiracy like.
Yeah, the flat. I was having a conversation with someone, and they were just talking about how I don't believe in it, but I'm not saying I don't believe in it. They like it's a sphere over the world.
Dome.
The dome over the world. And my thing is like, I agree. Where like, I'm not so bold enough to be like, that's impossible. But I'm kind of saying it's impossible though,
because people don't explain it. They can't.
Yeah, like, and then we had a conversation. I was just like, he's like, nothing. He's like, we don't go while there's. I'm like, but what about meteors though? Like meteors, shit. He's like, he was trying to say there's no space and shit. I was like, what? Like,
have you ever seen that movie Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah.
And how it fucked your whole head up? You was like, what the fuck? Was it really good to you? At the end, and everything was like in a factory and shit.
Good as in like.
That's what I feel like he was probably talking about. Like it's a, you know how everybody be like, it's a simulation, the Matrix and shit. That's what I guess that's what people be talking about. Like when you look up, is they controlling that? They controlling night and day. They control. I don't know.
But I'm willing to believe that. But I just think that everything else can be real. But it's still a simulation. Like I can still believe that we're the third planet in the solar system. There's a sun, there's stars, but there's something else over it.
I feel like it's ignorant to think there's nothing else out there, because that's real selfish.
I don't know too many people anymore who say that. They be like, there's nothing out there. That shit wild.
Because, you know, living in their own little bubble, their own little world, they don't see it, so they don't believe it.
I don't go as far as say there's aliens among us though. I don't go that far.
Really?
I'm just not saying it's not, but
I feel like it's interesting to think about. I was upstairs watching this one video, and this girl, she was recording. I don't know where she was, on a boat, and she was going, and she turned around, and it looked like something was in the water, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And like, not an alien, but something that wasn't human. I was like, that's crazy.
The water is totally different. I ain't talking about. I ain't saying this shit down there.
That's still among us,
of
though.
Of course.
But
I mean, like in human form, though, and shit like that.
You know how people, what do they say? What if God was just walking? What if God was one of us? That song. Yeah. So, like, would you be like freaked out if you peep God, like low key?
Good question.
Like if you just came across him and he proved that he was God, like what would you do? My bad. Oh,
we in that era.
No. I have my logical explanations.
What is your logical explanation?
We give birth to real life human beings.
Very true.
Apparently, there's a science out there where we can use bone marrow and create our own children without y'all.
This is what I will say about that. I do believe that men were so crazy that they went so far out their way to convince everything that there's a male-driven world, a male-driven society, and men do this, men should run shit, where everything else points to the woman should run the world or whatever. Like, you know, and we've even conditioned ourselves to think that everything that's about women is weak or whatever. Oh, y'all always bleeding and bitching my dad, whatever. When really, that's a strength in itself.
That's
and
amazing
and
because
whatever.
I didn't die.
Right. They're able to do that. They're able to push a life out, create it, you know, incubate it, all that shit, whatever. And, you know, we just sit there and watch. Like, you know, they're able to have that life cycle in them. And now, you know, a lot of people, I ain't gonna say it makes them God per se, but I think, I look at it as like, we should have always appreciated women more than we do, whatever, because they go through more things.
Look at him, we got a side. Look at that.
Very layered individual. Always very. Have any quick topics we ever run through?
Oh my God, no, I do not.
Oh, you was out? You wasn't
out, but they're not quick.
Well, that's okay.
What kind of time regimen are we on?
30 seconds left.
30 seconds? You're wildin'. Okay. Did I ask you about your favorites?
For movies?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you a variety.
Start with modern and go back.
Okay. Interstellar. Got Inception, Superbad.
Superbad is that shit. You know one of my favorites, by the way.
Right, that's a good one. Friday. Departed is in there. You got Goodfellas, Casino.
We talked about that briefly.
Casino's better than Goodfellas. Goodfellas, what y'all niggas say, but whatever. Godfather 1/2. Before that,
I love New Jack City, by the way.
Let's go. New Jack City, White Man Can't Jump. Yeah, Space Jam. Lion King. I realized that Aladdin is very underrated these days. Like, niggas that like Aladdin isn't great.
It's because we wasn't exposed to Aladdin. We saw, like...
Who the fuck was it? Like,
I mean...
I thought it really went like Lion King is a GOAT, Aladdin is too. I've always believed it, and then Toy Story's like there.
All we fucking watch is Disney princesses that fucking sing the birds and clean cellars and shit.
Jasmine?
She wasn't the main
And she was bad.
It was named Aladdin. It wasn't about her. That's why a lot of people didn't watch it. I
never fuck with Cinderella. Who gives a fuck up? Who was another one thing?
Snow White.
Who gives a fuck about Snow White? Jasmine. Like, what? Okay. I don't get it. Like,
okay.
The monkey? Genie? Shout out to the Aladdin, the new one, the live action one they were about to do. I suppose Will's gonna be a genie.
I thought it was a play.
I think it was a movie.
Okay.
Like they did Jungle Book, all that shit.
And they doing Lion King with Beyonce and Childish Gambino.
I actually hate Beyonce speaking, so I am frightened by
You're wild.
Beyonce needs to stick to being the GOAT of singing and not talking.
Wow, you're one of the few people. Well, who's real active on the Twitter, who say she can sing. I know a lot of you never heard anybody say
those days are over. This ain't Destiny's Child days. Come on.
I don't agree. Listen. But people still say she can't sing.
Ever since Listen came, what the alright, yo, like the episode is winding down.
I'm tired of it.
It's over.
All I heard is
tired.
too
And
much.
Dreamgirls one of my favorite movies
They
as well.
gotta stop playing that shit.
Dreamgirls one of my favorite movies. But okay, first of all, this is
She got a whole discography that she's proving that she can sing. So outside of that shit,
I'm just saying, but that's when the rumors died to me. Cause I was like 2009,
no, people still saying that she can't sing.
I really never heard that since then. That's funny to me. That's wild.
That's my pocket of Twitter that I've been seeing. People be real disrespectful on there too. And they, okay. That's wild. Hard question.
Okay, what you got?
Oh, that's not hard to me, but Beyonce, Michael Jackson, greatest entertainer.
Okay, before we got this, what I would say. A few months ago, I was saying that Beyonce has surpassed Michael Jackson overall, and my biggest piece of evidence was, of course, Michael's historic run was Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, and Kinda Dangerous, whatever. But Beyonce, to me, and he had albums with before and after, none of them were notable as the run. Of course, Invincible came out, Butterflies, I'm not gonna fuck about the album for whatever. To me, Beyonce, though, every single album is notable. From Dangerously in Love and Sasha Fierce, B-Day, Lemonade, all that shit, whatever. Every time one of those dropped, shit shifted, whatever. Whether everyone was great to you, whatever. So I feel that that's a better run. But then recently I realized, I was like, wait, fuck the run, fuck all that shit. Beyonce's songs literally aren't just better than Michael Jackson's songs. Like, just at the bare minimum of music.
Okay,
I listened to Michael one day.
So what I hear is
Michael's the GOAT.
Okay.
Beyonce can't fuck with Michael.
Oh my god.
I was like, yo, Michael's so like she can't make it the way you make me feel. Rock with you, she just can't do it. But she don't got Quincy. She fucked up.
If she keeps going. That
can make it closer.
What was the last album? The album that she did with?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I didn't like it.
The Carters. I ain't going into that. That's the whole thing. But nigga disrespected that album. To me, it's one of the best albums of this year. But
are you serious?
Whatever.
I just
Flawless
maybe I didn't like it
because
it's not what I was used to from both of them. Like I'm used to them like harmonizing together.
No, nigga, ape shit
and
time.
Talking about
ape shit time. That's
my mom plays that shit all the fun. I'm just like,
as she should. Shout out to Queen. Ape shit time. Let's go.
Like she drive me crazy.
Yeah,
you know what else she be playing? Young Chris just dropped the album or some shit like that.
Why is Young Chris still rapping?
I don't fucking know. And I'm still trying to figure out why is she listening. I clown her so much.
She's like, from North, right?
Well, yes.
There she goes.
I'm just like, Mom, please. This is not what we doing right now.
She real. Shout out to Nice Town. But
first of all, Strawberry Mansion. I don't know what the fuck.
I'm saying he from Nice Town.
Oh.
No, but so I think that album's underrated. Beyonce's still the queen. She needs to stop talking though. Michael was the GOAT. Rock With You was underrated. And something else I was about to say.
Rock With You was underrated.
Rock With You. Did you enjoy yourself today, miss?
Of course.
Today?
I always enjoy myself, but I'm tired of the critiquing. So I can hold the conversation.
Okay. Damn. Okay. And you thought today was good? Do you think this is your favorite one thus far? Or you thought other ones or whatever? Or just a different side?
This is like a number. I don't... It's
okay. It's just the first solo one. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to you. Shout out, plug your shit again so people know where to find you at, whatever.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Being Samira, SAMIRAH. And you can visit my blogs by going to devondigital.co. DEVAUGHN digital.co.
Shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to Mike. Let's see if you can find some good to say and not Dickie.
Don't disrespect
and be like,
my homie.
Why you didn't do this, Q? Why you couldn't ask her this kind of question? You could have delved deeper into how she learned how to write. Did you know I do cursive? All this shit, whatever.
Do that,
but shout out to all the listeners. RightonQuelive, talk about it. We are out.